The 100 Envelope Challenge. Welcome, I'm HeBudgets, and this is my take on the 100 Envelope Challenge. Today, I just wanted to chat a little bit, get my challenge together, stuff some cash. I went and did some recycling today. Anybody still recycle cans, bottles? I do, for sure. So if you're wondering how to get a little extra money to stuff, that's one way I do it. We drink water at work, and I'll get those bottles saved at home. If we have cans or bottles, those are saved, and then I take them in and I recycle them. So today went to the recycle, and I've got 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So that's $44 that honestly would have just been thrown away. $44 that we would have put into the gray bin and gone to the dump, most likely. So looking for ways to save. That's how I do it. So let's get into this 100 envelope savings. Before we do that, I do have some other money I want to pull out. I did decide that I will not pull out, just from some of the chats, I did decide that I will not pull out the color savings, just to not throw the numbers off too much. I'll keep that in there. I'll either continue to add to it, or I'll just have it on hold for if another challenge comes up, or if I need to move that money elsewhere, it'll be there. But I do. So another way that I save, and I've just got, we talked about it before, like, you don't need anything special to save money. No special binders, no special envelopes. You just need to figure out a way, somewhere to put it, a way to just, the main thing you have to do is decide that you want to save. This jar right here is just kind of my overflow jar. And when I've got a bulk of cash come in, sometime I'll just kind of close my eyes and pull out some bills. Then I wrap them up and I put them in this jar. And this is just a coffee container. I didn't even take the time. That I probably looks like I started to peel it off. It went south, so I left it. But this is just a Folgers jar, and I just pulled some bills in here. This is, again, leftover money, or maybe at the end of the weekly excess or a weekly overflow, I'll just pull out some bills and I'll stuff it in here, or a bulk of cash I'll pull out. Birthday gift, anything where some cash comes in, I'll stuff it in this jar. And usually quarterly, I pull out this cash and put it in my binders, or find something to do with that cash. I did not do that first quarter, so that's where this cash is coming from. And I thought it would be a good time to pull it out, put it into the 100 envelope challenge, and then it'll be working for us. I'm going to pull this out. You can just peek in there. Before I pull it all out and get to counting, just give me a guess in the comments of how much you think this is. And this is savings. I started putting this in here in January, so this is June now. So 6 months of just kind of excess, extra cash, extra overflow stuff, then just dropped into this jar. So take a little time. Let me know what you think is in this jar. And it's mixed bills. I can tell you that. Can't tell by the outside, but that's what it is. All right, we're going to start pulling this cash out. Let's do it. But I did not want to then have issues later. So it's stuffed pretty tight in here. That and I can't get my hand in this jar. It's just a standing joke of the size of my hands. And I guess I'm not helping. Let's see. This is a struggle. I put it in there. I actually used a chopstick to get it in there. I probably should have. I did bring it, actually. I'll just use one of these chopsticks. I usually slide it over and then slide it down. Let's see if I can get them out. How's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday this week. I've been working overnights, so my schedule's been really off. I got off work I left work probably about 6:30 this morning. I went in about 8:45 last night. I slept for a couple hours and I got up. I wanted to do that recycling, so I did get up and do that this morning. I did save a couple of dollars. I wanted to go get a burrito, and I really didn't need it. I didn't need no burrito, and it would have been, they've gotten really expensive. The place I like to go anyway, they're like $25 for a big burrito and a drink. So I did I did not spend that money. So millennials and money, I got some extra money to put away. I didn't spend that money. Let's see. And I did come home. I also put a roast on. So a roast is cooking. It's in the slow cooker right now. So dinner is on. And I didn't spend any extra money. All right. Let's get these bills together. And you want to sit through that. Be right back. So no, I did not plan this out. And I'm guessing if you made a guess, you want to see me kind of pull it together and see what it is. I'm still learning. I am still an amateur to this process, and I'm still trying to figure it all out. So give me a little grace. Got a bunch of ones in here, of course. And that's always me kind of saying, oh, I'll put these ones up. So that's pretty cool. Let me move this up. Just so it's not, actually, I'm going to set it to the side just in case so we don't get it mixed in. Got a nice little chunk. And again, this is just basically extra change that I put to the side. Just kind of out of sight, out of mind savings cash. I don't usually have a plan for it. I usually just kind of save it quarterly and then I put it somewhere, just in one of the binders really, or see if a holiday is coming up or something. See if we can get it to sit flat in here. And of course I'm going to have to trade these ones out because we're not putting any ones into my box is over here. Not putting any ones into the box. So I will change these out. And there's a bunch. Oh, I'll look through there too. That's the opportunity to get some extra V-Bucks. Oh, look. Oh, wow. That's a nice little chunk right there. Sometimes when I got my bonuses and pulled out a bunch of cash, I would just grab, like I said, I'd close my eyes, grab some bills out of the stack, and just stuff them in this envelope. Definitely a blessing to have right now. I'm working on getting all the questions together for the Q&A. If I can think of any while we're getting this done, I'll definitely answer some. As far as the rebuild fund was a question, it was because the 100 envelope challenge that I'm doing is for the rebuild. So it was a question about what the rebuild is for. So it's not to rebuild a home. It's rebuilding rebuilding my vision binder. So a couple months ago, I decided to pay off all of my credit card debt, and I used my rebuild fund or my house fund, I used my vision binder, which is my house fund, to pay off my credit card debt and my personal loans. Got another 100 in here. And my personal loans. So now I'm just rebuilding that money up. I had about 30,000 in debt. So all that money came out of my vision binder. And now I'm working to build it back up because I am looking into speaking with some different companies and trying to figure out exactly what I can buy, where I can buy. It's really expensive. I stay in the Bay Area, and houses are just ridiculously expensive out here. And it almost takes a village to buy a house. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. Oh, some more big bills in here. This is a nice little, sorry about this lighting. I'm going to watch it. It's actually warm. It rained this morning. It's Bay Area weather, so it rained this morning, and then it got really warm. And now it's kind of overcast, and the sun is going in and out. So it was beautiful lighting just a moment ago, and now it's gotten a little ugly. All right, so we got a nice little savings here. I'll try to sort it out, and then I'll go off camera. I'll make some change, and then we will get this money stuffed. And it's all going into the vision binder. And again, if you're clicking around and checking in on the cash part. All this money came from just random savings, just me throwing some money into my coffee jar. Again, if it's a question about where to save and what to save in and how to get started, I started my kind of just overflow cash into this coffee jar. French roast was actually pretty good. I honestly didn't think there was this much money in here. I'm surprised. There's another 100. If you put your number in, great. If you're still thinking, you got kind of a little sight now. Well, I don't want you to change your number, but if you haven't put one in, go ahead and drop a number in the comments on how much you think is in this, was just in this jar. All right, we've got a bunch of cash here. I don't want to disturb my little tray here. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to count these ones right quick, and then just to kind of clean this whole, we're going to put it together. Let's see. Look at this. Just put some money in the jar. Like, you got a couple extra dollars, put it in a jar. I know we got our savings, and this is, again, my budgeting is different. This money for most people would have been in a savings challenge. I wasn't writing down a saving challenge, but this is for me and how I budget. And I don't want to coin or kind of fall into saying that this is the male perspective. I've gotten a lot of just comments saying, hey, we welcome and are excited about the male perspective. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe for men that are trying to make it work out and we're thinking about, I don't like to color. So I didn't want to do the saving challenges where I had to color all the time. The more that I like starting the 100 envelope challenge and chatting with my community, it's really made me want to do a little bit more. But starting off, I did not want to do all the coloring. I didn't want to have to track all the different just pretty pages. It just wasn't what I was into. So that for me, the way that I saved was put it in that jar, and it worked for me. So if we're looking for another perspective, another way to save, for me that worked. And I'm not closed to other possibilities, other options. But starting off, this is how I started, and this worked for me. This is at least, I'm going to give a count because I just took some more hundreds out the bank more ones out the bank to look for more B-Bucks. I'm going to say this is about $138. $138. I need to write that down because my memory's terrible. 138. What do you think for these ones? Let's see. Ones. 138. And honestly, I think it's like, that's what I think it is, but I think also that it's about 145. This is my first guess, but the more I hold it, I think it's about 145. So let's see. Counting these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. I was off. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 104. My first count, why did I just forget the number? 104? 104. I'm going to say 104. We'll go back when we make change. Yeah, it's terrible, right? It's bad. I'm working off of a few hours of sleep. Not that I'm ever that good memory-wise, but I'm off a couple hours of sleep, and I forgot that number already. Let's see. For ones, I think it's at 104. we'll see before edits, because I'm going to change out these bills and get some larger bills for the binder. But 104, and that was just in ones, put to the side. Put my big old piece of sheet over here, and let's see. Otherwise, we've got some larger bills here, all bent up, but that's okay. Do you, any of you have any like stash that's not accounted for, that it's kind of put to the side, that you don't really count it, or it's just, you know how much it is, but you're not counting it towards anything, but it's there, not in a binder? And I know with our budget systems and our zero balances, we like to have every dollar accounted for, and for the most part I do, for the most part. But this again was just another opportunity for me to put some money to the side. I may or may not continue it. I honestly most likely will, because I like these kind of unveilings later on to kind of count it up when I need it. Had an emergency come up, that would have been there. But do you have any of those kind of just side savings? Let's count this: 1, 2, 300, 350, 450, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 670, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 700, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 745, 1, 2, 3, 51, 52. Let's see why we use calculators, so we don't forget. 20, 40, 60, 81. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 745, 745 plus 104, 849. Damn, that's an awesome side savings. This would have, like I said, it would have been a savings challenge for most. It would have been in a binder, it would have been tagged, it would have been accounted for. But the way that I save, it works for me. A little extra money on the side that I'm going to now add to my 100 envelope challenge. And in my mind, although I forgot to count this money, when putting this challenge together, it had always been my plan to pull out just extra cash that I have that isn't accounted for. And this is just kind of one round of that. So $849 that we're going to be adding to this challenge. I'm going to go off to the side, turn these ones. I'm going to look through them to see how many B-bucks I can find. I'm also going to make change because we're not going to add any ones to this box. So get some change for that. Be back in a sec. Okay, cash is all sorted. So of that 100, and it was $104, of the $104, there was only 4 B-bucks in there. So as I mentioned earlier, that those are hard for me to come across, and it sounds like others are having better luck. But I found 4. So these 4, and again, I'm not asking you to save your B-bucks. I will be sending out B-bucks, but I found 4 here. And then I did also change the ones out of the recycle cash, and there were 2 in there. So this is recycle cash that then goes in here for stuffing also. And I was able to pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 B-bucks that will go out into the community. I will write down the serial numbers and send these out and track them, and hopefully they come back around. So let's get ready to do this stuffing. We will give one more count, see where we are, and what we'll actually be stuffing into our 100 envelope challenge today. 1, 2, 3, 50. 1, 2, 3, 54, 55, 56, 600, 600, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, plus 120, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, plus 80, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Plus 90. So we are going to stuff a total of $890 today. That'll be a nice little chunk that'll come out of here. Perfect. And will please. All right. After some really extensive YouTube editing magic, we're here. I did go ahead and when I opened up this wheel, most of the numbers, not all of them, but most of the ones we selected already were still deselected, which was a plus. Hopefully, this go around, we don't have any of the issues we had with the duplicate numbers, but we'll see and we'll adjust like we did the last stuffing. If this is your first of this series, this is the third stuffing now of the Rebuild 100 Envelope Challenge. I'm doing mine with a twist. I'm calling it 100 Envelope 2.0. On some of my envelopes, I have these music notes. If I grab an envelope out that has this music note, I'll automatically add pick another number. This note, I'll add $5. This note, I will add to my savings binder, my savings envelope, and this note I will add to my home envelope. I'm also not using ones. So 0 to 5, I'm adding $5, and 5 or more, I'm adding up. I'm adding $5 to that one too. So I'm adding up for both of those. So if it's number 4, I'm taking that number 4 to 5. So number 3, I'm taking that 3 up to 5 also. If it is say an 8, I'm taking the 8 to 10. If it's 27, I'm taking 27 to 30. So just watch and you'll see those come together. So let's get this started. And we are spinning. And I thought this one took a little bit longer and I wasn't sure the response, but it seems like people are okay with this process. So starting off, we are going to cross out the house for 22. And that means that is our base, and up because we don't do ones, we're going to take that to 25. Next, we're going to grab an envelope out of here. It is a regular envelope, so we're stuffing 25 in this one. While I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and remove and another one. Get that spinning while we go. There's been some great comments about 100 envelope challenge 46. A lot of people that have done them, a lot of people too that want to get it started. Um, as my encouragement stands, the best thing you can do is just get started. Even if it's the making it part, I was really wasn't very confident. I'm taking forever to get in this envelope. I wasn't very confident going into the creation process, but once I got started, once I got in the groove, I was excited to get it done and happy with the results. No master crafter, but I got it done. We are going and taking off house for 46. And 46 goes up to 50, and we're going to grab an envelope, and it's a regular envelope, and we're going to put 50 in. So standard 100 envelope challenge, you are set to save if you put that specific amount into the 100 envelopes that are set for 100. If you put 50 into 50, 1 into 1, 2 into 2, so on and so forth, you are set to save 550. I'm hoping to do a lot more than that in the way that I am using this challenge. And again, just something new to add for myself. I like to challenge myself. I like to change it up a little bit, and that's what I did with this. 55 is here, and 55 I think is only one. I think 55 stays 5. Grab an envelope, and it is a regular one. If you watch this second stuffing, this is the third. You saw that I did just put some random numbers or random extras in every now and again, and I will continue to do that. But we'll see how this goes to get started. I don't need the mouse. That's cool. And no spinning. And 50, 70, 80. 80 is to start. And then it's a regular envelope. Fives and zeros, I guess, are the only ones that are gonna be that exact number, which is fine. Like not adding or going up a 5. I'm honestly kind of deciding how this challenge goes as I go. So the way I see it, saving is saving. Remove and spin. Next number, we've got a decent amount of cash left. I may have to change those hundreds. Unless I get a 90, something 50. And we'll take 50 off of here. If I get a 96 or more, that would be 100. Another red, and red will get this 50. I've got a bunch of different dates. I'm excited to see the way that I save changes. So sometimes I have more here or more there. There will be days where there's a lot less to stuff. So the time frame is hard to really say. It's hard to guess because I will be stuffing as the money comes in. So we'll see. Keeping it going. Got a nice little bulk of cash left. Stuffing, I believe it was 890 that we're stuffing today. There it is, 96, and 96 to start will be 100, and regular envelope. I think this is the first $100 bill that we've stuffed, so that's cool. Got 2 more up there if we need them. Awesome. Not if, when we need them. Remove choice and spin. That was 96. We did 97, so that should have been 102, but I don't know if I had any $100 bills for that one. 31, 30, 31 is 35. I'm trying to do better in keeping track. I feel like my numbers were all over the place, and what I was actually stuffing in the envelopes on the last video. So I did listen, and I am working to be more mindful. Again, saving is saving for me. It's fun just going through the process, but we'll see. I don't know. Well, this is a savings challenge, so I'm working on. I don't know how to make it more entertaining. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Slow down. First, he just that quick. That happened. This goes in the envelope. Put this away, sir. Stuff this. 24 is our next number, which we're bumping up to 25. 10, 25. Take 24 off of the sheet. Colored it in. 25. Let's see, I got 8 minutes on there. We're probably double that. We've got a symbol. And I think this is the one I try to avoid. But let's see. No, it's not actually. Add to home. So I'm kind of in between how we're doing this. So what I'm going to do today, we end up adding 5. Home is vision. So right now, 25 goes into home. And I'm going to put that in here. This is part of the twist. 25. So what also came up with this is the fact that I'm going to color in 25 on here, or 24 on here. I did already. So that'll leave what the challenge says I would do is add 5, which is this 5, and I'd add that here and put it in the box. And that does drop my box down. In my mind, it'll still be above the 550 because we're upping all the numbers and adding extras here and there. Plus, there's 15 extra envelopes in here. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of pacify both sides of this, is I'm going to add another 10, and I'm going to put 15 in this box. So with the way that my challenge went, I would have just put 5. but I want to make sure I'm going to definitely have above the 550, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little extra in this instead of just putting 5 in the box. And again, it's my challenge 2.0, and I'm going to make it work for me. With some little twists here and there, I'm saving. That's the biggest piece. To put the money up, get these envelopes filled, and to have over $5,000 when I get it finished. That's my goal. 60, 50 is 60. Comes off. Sorry. 60. And grab an envelope. And we've got a symbol. And that one just says to add $5. So we're making 60, 65. And just like that. So that's what I meant. So there's extras in a lot of these envelopes. We did the number 60, but it actually added up. Sorry, I have one. It added up to 65. So we've got that extra in here. I kept wondering why these didn't seal very well, and I forget. So even on this paper, the notes are raised, and I'm guessing that kept it from really sealing good. I notice every time I grab one of the note binders envelopes, they're really loose, and I'm guessing it's because the paper has the raised notes on there. So just heads up if somebody decided to use that. I didn't do anything really different in the process from that paper and the others, so I'm assuming that's why those are raised. I'm not sure what that did. Hopefully I didn't cap anything off and mess up our numbers. We will see. 100. That's nice. Number 100 is off. How does everybody feel when they get their 100 off of there? Is that a, well, I guess I see them different ways, but I've seen people start on different sides of it. Oh no, we've got a symbol. And I think this is the one that I avoid, the one to myself. Hopefully, it's to pick another number, and not $100 to me. I don't like giving us no perfect. So this is the one with the little tail that I am not so pleased about. I don't like having to add big books to my own binder. It's just me, but this one I'm fine with. So I'm going to pick another number anyway. We did take that off of there. What I can do is I can remove spin, pick another number. There was supposed to be a times two that I didn't add. So what I'm going to use this one for today, pick another number, and it's 36. So 36 is 30. So this is what I did before. I made 36, 35. 36 is not 35. 36 is 40. So 40. I'm going to make this envelope 140. So I'm not going to take, but what that does do, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just keep changing it up. Just bear with me. So in my mind, I was just thinking, okay, I'd do 36 and then I just wouldn't take the number off of there. But what that does is it takes off my number. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to color in 36 and I'm going to fill in 36. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I'm going to be sure to grab a regular envelope or put one back. And it is regular. And I'm going to put 36 in here too. Yes, this is challenges all over the place, but with the end being the result of saving money. So if you are a skeptic of how this will end, if the numbers won't be right, if we won't have enough money saved, I challenge you to bear with me, stick out the process with me. This envelope is really thick. I'm going to go to my change binder here and pull out some change. 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Pop that in there. All right. So this 36, 20, 30, 36 is 40. We already took it off of our sheet. And now we're going to put this in here. And stuffed. We've still got some cash left. I can pull numbers. I'll have to make some change. We'll just keep going. We'll pull another one here. Remove, spin. That's a heck of a spin there. Cheers. 61. I need some change. Got my change here. Change, please. And I only have really small change in there. So I'm going to peek into my change. 20, 40, 50 out my little stash. 50 and 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 100. Got my emergency cash down here. All right, this should be 150 that we're putting back. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50. And we're taking 20, 40, 65 out. And 61 we're coloring in for this number. And picking an envelope. It's regular. And done. And done. All right, I'm not quite set up for IOUs yet, so I don't want to keep spinning and then run out of cash. What I'd like to do is get these smaller ones out of here. And I'm going to just do some stuffing. This 2, I'm going to color it in. And I'm going to grab a regular envelope. I'm going to put 10 in there. This is me getting you guys off camera. I don't want to just hold you and you be bored with this process. I could do this all day, and I'm happy to do it, but I appreciate your time, and I'm respectful of it. And I won't keep you too long. I'm going to kind of want to get these ones out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20. And putting this back here for change. Number 4, trying to get these smaller numbers down. Number 4. And that's a regular envelope. I'm going to put 10 in here. And this is this is why I know my number is going to definitely be higher, because this 4 would have only been 5 unless I put a special envelope. That number would have just been 5, and I'm putting 10. It's not a huge number, but it's a larger one than it started. Number 5, I'm going to color it in. Getting some of these small ones knocked out, and we're putting 10 into there as well. $50 all upside down. And it's a regular envelope. 100 envelope challenge. Who's starting one soon? Who's starting a 100 envelope challenge soon? Let's see. Any teens? 12 would have been 15. We're gonna make it 20. And you know what? I wanted to do all. Well, no. I was just gonna say I wanted to do the small ones. I don't want to mess up anybody's. Well, no matter what, this amount of money would have gone in here, and it's actually less, so it's gonna take longer because we're doing the bigger numbers. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna put 25 into 21. I'm gonna take a 60 number and put that 70 into it. And again, my goal to this is to save. I want to save, and I want to save this amount as quickly as I can. And that's my goal, is to save, to get this refunded, and then just to continue to save so that once I do get to the end of this house purchasing process, I will be prepared. This 70, I'm going to put into, I'm going to take one of these lower 60s. I'm going to put it into 63. And then next time when I get ready to start, I'll check my numbers again. I'll take off these that we did, or else they'll come up and we'll just skip them. Bam. That's that whole bulk gone, stuffed. It's in there. Hope you enjoyed that. All set. Until next time. Peace.